Hi everyone! Barcelona wanna buy the Man City star, and PSG are no longer owned by sheiks for 100%. Press the like button under this video and let's get the show on the pitch. Real Madrid have no plans to let Arda Güler out on loan this winter. The club believes that he will be able to recover in the near future and play an important role this season. Nottingham Forest are considering sacking Steve Cooper as manager after their 5-0 defeat against Fulham. Real Betis left back Juan Miranda has agreed to join AC Milan in the summer of 2024 on a free agent basis. He is expected to sign a 4-year deal. Some representatives of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund approached Robert Lewandowski. He will be their main target in the summer of 2024. Palmeiras have become the champions of Brazil for the second time in a row. This triumph marked the 12th league title in the history of the club. Representatives of the Saudi Pro League have made Tottenham forward Richarlison their target for the winter transfer window. The Lily Whites want to cash in 60+ million euros on his departure. Kevin De Bruyne, who has not played since August, has been included in Man City's bid for the Club World Cup. Guardiola's side will play their tournament matches on December 19th and 22nd. Juventus are set to sign Manchester United central midfielder Donny van de Beek on loan in January. AC Milan are working on bringing centre-back Matteo Gabbia back on loan from Villarreal early. One player I'd like to play with at Barca? Dominic Szoboszlai from Liverpool. I like his playstyle and I think that he could play here one day, Joao Felix said. The next Golden Boy Award winners will be Güler, Jamie Binoa Gittins, and finally my brother Job. Jude Bellingham gave his prediction. Barca defender Ronald Araujo will have to wear a special protective mask for the match against Girona. After the battle against Atletico Madrid, he has been diagnosed with a small fracture in his cheekbone. Mohamed Salah, Victor Osimhen, and Achraf Hakimi has been selected as candidates for the 2023 African Player of the Year award. Juventus are interested in Bayern legend Thomas Müller, but the 34-year-old German would like to represent Die Roten for at least one more season. It's not messing with my head, I'm calm. I'm not thinking much about what will come next. It's an important month for Fulham and for me too. Whatever has to happen in January will happen, Joao Palhinha claimed. Chelsea winger Noni Madueke is set to leave the club in January. He is unhappy with the amount of minutes he gets under Mauricio Pochettino. The contracts of Nacho and Lucas Vazquez are set to expire at the end of the season, and Real Madrid are planning to extend one of them so that Dani Carvajal has a quality replacement. Aston Villa could sell their star central midfielder Douglas Luiz, but for as little as £80 million. Moreover, the deal can take place only in summer. Manchester United's young striker Amad Diallo has recovered from a serious knee injury and is back in training with the first-team squad. We are a different project. We are not gonna change what we've been saying since the beginning of the season. With many players out, it's very difficult, Mauricio Pochettino told. Liverpool and the Carlsberg beer brand have extended their partnership until 2034. From 1992 to 2010, Carlsberg were the shirt sponsor of Liverpool and then they become the Reds' official beer partner. Borussia Dortmund's fullback, Julian Ryerson, will miss around 8 weeks of action with an anterior cruciate ligament injury. AC Milan's management seeks new investors to repay $550 million debt. The said debt remained with the club from its previous owners. Centre-back Christian Romero scored his first goal at the Tottenham Stadium. Before that, he scored 3 times in away matches. Lazio and attacking midfielder Felipe Anderson have yet to agree a new contract, with the current deal expiring in June. Juventus are interested in his services. Lyon's top talent, Ryan Cherky, is no longer an untouchable player for the club. The Liga 1 outsiders are open to offloading him for 20 million euros. Marc-Andre ter Stegen has undergone back surgery in France. The operation was a success. Arsenal, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Manchester United are in the race for Real Sociedad central midfielder Martin Zubimendi. In June, Stuttgart are planning to activate the option to buy their loanee forward Deniz Undav for 12 million euros. The player belongs to Brighton. 26-year-old Monza goalkeeper Michele Di Gregorio has attracted interest from Newcastle United, who have lost Nick Pope for 4 to 5 months due to him picking up a shoulder injury. Juventus central midfielder Adrien Rabiot intends to pen a 1-year contract extension with the club. Massimiliano Allegri considers him a key player. RB Leipzig are set to sell Timo Werner in the winter transfer window. He was involved in only 4 matches this season, while a bunch of Premier League clubs want to have him in their ranks. Folks, are you still watching our channel without subscription? Don't do that! It's time to fix it. And now let's have a look at the results of yesterday's most intriguing games. Alright, it's time to move on to the main news of the release. Barcelona head coach Xavi continues to make plans for the club's future, looking for a forward who will become the new central figure in the team's attacking line for years to come. According to reports, the main option for Xavi is Manchester City striker Julian Alvarez. The manager considers Alvarez as a perfect fit for La Liga and his football. However, this season sees the Argentine getting more minutes than before, thus he has no intention of leaving England. Also, his potential transfer depends on whether Vitor Roque delivers enough quality in the capital of Catalonia. A real-life drama happened in Brazilian football. One of the country's greatest clubs, Santos, which gave the world Pele, Neymar, and many other world football stars, have been relegated from Brazilian Serie A for the first time in its 111-year history. With that said, now there are only 2 teams left in Brazilian football that have not yet been dropped out from the elite: Flamengo and Sao Paulo. The team's relegation into the second tier was a very hard blow to Santos fans. Right after the final whistle of the clash against Fortaleza, disgruntled fans started to throw chairs and other objects from the stands onto the pitch. After that, the Ultras continued their rampage in the parking lot near the stadium, burning cars and buses. Even the club bus and the car of team striker Stiven Mendoza were found destroyed. The legendary Pep Guardiola stated the condition under which he could retire from professional football even after the end of the season. "If we win the treble this season, I'll retire, that's for sure. I know it's extremely difficult to repeat. The treble has been conquered by many incredible teams. Among English teams, just once, Sir Alex Ferguson has done it with Manchester United and then ourselves last season. Should we believe him?" Firstly, Real Madrid icons Rafael Varane and Casemiro lost their permanent place in the Manchester United starting 11, and looks like now they may leave the Premier League Goliaths altogether. According to the source, both performers have gained interest from the Saudi Pro League representatives. They plan to approach them already in the winter transfer window. In turn, Manchester United decided they wanted to sell Varane and Casemiro along with Jadon Sancho. Earlier on, it was reported that the main contenders for Casemiro are set to be Al Nassr. João Felix is part of Barcelona's plans for next season. A few weeks ago, Blaugrana still hesitated in this matter, but then the fact of Ansu Fati picked yet another injury has removed any doubts. However, due to financial issues, Barca could offer Atletico Madrid 30 to 40 million euros for the Portuguese, which will not be enough to secure the deal. Therefore, the main option for the Catalans lies in extending Joao's loan for the next season. Felix himself really wants to continue performing for the Spanish powerhouse. 2018 World Cup winner Paul POGBA may be banned not for 2, but for 4 years. Such demand was initiated by the Italian prosecutor's office. You see, the footballer's representatives requested an analysis of his B sample, which also gave a positive result for the presence of a new substance called DEA, or dehydroepiandrosterone, also known as the youth hormone in his body. The steroid hormone is included in many anti-aging medications and is also used to improve muscle strength. If POGBA had pleaded guilty earlier, the period of suspension would have been lasting for only 2 years. Qatar Sports Investments, QSI, the sports investment group that currently owns PSG, has announced selling a minority shareholding in the French club. It got passed into the hands of US private equity firm Arctus Partners, but it's the Qatari investors who will retain full control over the Parisians. We are talking about 12.5% of overall shares. The Americans paid 4.25 billion euros for this deal. Arctos partners are expected to focus on the development of the women's team and help with the rebuilding of the infrastructure. Besides, their competence will include the club's brand promotion in new markets. Guys, if you want to have some fun and test your knowledge, we recommend subscribing to our other channel, Buzz Quiz. The second video has already been released there. Think of it as a great opportunity to play a quiz on YouTube, both by yourself and with friends. Enjoy watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Buzz Quiz. Take care, and see you in a bit!